Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Nest of Guidance. Welcome back to Nest of Guidance. I am Robin, and this will be your Libra Full Moon intuitive tarot reading and download that takes place on April 1st. I'm filming this on March 31st, and it will be uploaded that day as well. But if you're checking in on it that day, the day of the full moon on the 1st, or the following 2 weeks leading up to the next new moon we have, which is the new moon in Aries, then these energies are already present because each lunation, the new moons and the full moons, can be felt 2 days before the actual day of the full moon, which is again April 1st. And when I was tuning into this lunation, which is also called the pink moon for the Libra full moon, I feel like Spirit was feeling funny because all I heard was this full moon in Libra, this pink moon, is no joke, even though it's falling on April Fool's Day. Haha, Spirit, you're really funny, we get it. And also with that, I heard this energy of it might tickle you pink. More puns coming through from Spirit. We love it, we're here for it. I love when the universe shows us its sense of humor. And along with that, there's this huge message of balance and balancing your relationships and how you relate to things coming through from this lunation as well, because Libra is the sign of balance and relationships, whether that's the balancing of your energy and your time and your resources, but also balancing how you relate to the other people in your life, the energies that you're feeling, and the other, I'm hearing like forces at play. So relationships and balance doesn't just have to do with person to person or being to being. It's your relationship with money, your relationship to yourself. I'm hearing your relationship to your self-care, your relationship to your job, nature. We are in relationships with everything in life. To keep moving forward as you balance these energies. Keep your thoughts in a higher state of balance. Know that you are the one balancing these beautiful scales, and everything is coming through in perfect alignment for you when you tune into the energy of balance and harmony, which is another energy signified by Libra. And knowing that when you can remain impartial and balanced and objective through this balancing act and through your integration of your relationships with all things and life and flow, then that's when this beautiful balanced integrity and harmony comes through for you. And again, with this other Libra full moon card I have here, this is the perfect energy to find balance, harmony, and integrity within all aspects of your life. We even have the beautiful Libra scale there as well. So know that as these energies are ripe on April 1st and then begin to dissipate but are still present through the following 2 weeks, that this is your time to really be in harmony with yourself, be in harmony with the people in your life, the energies, the practices, the principles I'm hearing, the resources you have, the energies that you're feeling, and also the balance and harmony between what you already have going on in your life and what you want to cultivate and bring in and come to completion through these energies, what you want to release through these energies as well. Because as I say it with me again, releasing isn't just to let things go so they're out of your life. You have to release to receive, and that is also a balance. You have to let things go to bring them to you, which is also part of this balancing energy that Libra is bringing forward for us right now as we find that beautiful harmonious balance within our thoughts with that energy of 7 up there. I'm also hearing you might see 777 throughout this lunation, which is a sign from Spirit and the universe that big blessings are coming towards you when you balance the energies that are at play for you right now. And when you do find that balance, when you do tune into that harmony within that then cultivates and manifests that harmony into your life, that is when a win-win outcome can be brought through. And when I pulled this card for this reading, the first thing I thought when I saw a win-win outcome is forecast, I'm like, isn't that just in its essence the energy of balance? Win-win. That is the energy of a balanced outcome, because you're winning and whatever is in this balancing act and these scales with you is also winning too. That is that balanced energy, just like forecast and played out. So when you tune into these energies of balance and integrity and harmony within yourself and your life, within your relationships, within your relating to everything that is happening for you right now, that is what brings through this amazing win-win forecast for this pink Libra full moon that we're experiencing right now. So I'm going to go into the Poesis Oracle to see what type of potential is stirring within the depths of this energy of harmony, integrity, and balance for us within this full moon in Libra. And then I'm going to read you the poem from it, because I started doing that in my last reading, which was all about how you are a godsend and you have a gift to share. So check out that reading if you haven't already, because you are a godsend and you do have a gift to share, and maybe it's time to balance how to bring that gift into fruition for yourself. Ooh, 2 energies. Wow. Speak about balancing energies coming through for us. We have the energy of guide coming through for us. And again, this is being guided by spirit, by life, not getting confused with the directions, because you are coming through harmony, but also guiding yourself. You see how this hand is like the hand of God, the hand of spirit, the hand of universe, pointing you forward from within your own understanding of harmony and balance, even though there might be, I'm hearing like exterior ideas or obstacles or influences coming through. When you're tuned into your own energy of inner guidance, balanced with the energy of the guidance of spirit or the universe or God, goddess, it guides you forward into stable energies, is what I'm hearing. We also have the energy of humility coming through. And this is, again, this other type of balance happening for us with this full moon, because it's realizing how you are a part of the grand scheme of life. You are meant to be here right now, and sensing that expansion, that openness, that broadness I'm hearing, in balance with knowing that you're also just a tiny mote of dust on a planet that's being flung through infinite space. But that doesn't make you any less significant. That doesn't make what you have, your gift, any less significant, this balance any less important. It actually amplifies it through that balance of tuning into your humility and tuning into your guidance at the same time. So let's go into these poems, because I've been loving using the Poesis Oracle book for these messages, because they're just so on point for what needs to be heard. So we have here the energy of guide first for this card right here, and it says, "This heart shines forward. These feet are pulled by the weight of love. This voice speaks with calm resolution as it is lifted towards the sun. I've paid my dues, and now I take my cues from the inner guidance that is leading me." There's so much energy of heart shining, the energy of love, this voice that speaks with calm resolution, taking your dues and cues, which is also a form of balance. So Libra is all about love and harmony, integrity, and a balance. So that is the balance coming through for you with this. You've paid your dues. Now you're taking your cues. You're listening to the energy of love. You're letting your heart shine bright and guide you forward through this night. Whether that's the night of this full moon, or if you're experiencing a spiritual night right now, like a dark night of the soul, take your cues from your heart that's shining and this energy of guidance from within yourself and from the stars. Now let's go into the card of humility, because it is also just so on point. All right, humility. We have right here. And it says, the earth dangles in the galaxy by impossibly perfect means. Spinning on invisible strings, it's held so precisely from the sun, so life can happen. A degree closer and earth would be fire. A degree further and earth would be ice. Talk about balance. The balance between how perfectly aligned earth is within the cosmos. How can this be possible? How can this divine balance be possible? How can this beautiful win-win outcome be possible? With so much miraculous mystery, why should I need to understand everything? So balancing the mind, right? With that 7 energy, balance the mind, balance your thoughts. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to trust in the guidance and the humility of why you're here. I get up in the morning and kiss my own feet, knowing this is exactly the shape I need to be. Didn't I just say that before I read this part? This is the experience that belongs to me. Hello, like, again, I literally just said that. And a force greater than my own changing mind, a force greater than my own changing mind of thought and desire lights the sky and moves the seas. Again, humility. You are an infinite soul with infinite possibility, guiding yourself and being guided by spirit and life and the universe and God and Goddess, but you are also just a tiny little being on a massive planet in an even more massive and infinite space that is incomprehensible to our mind. So balance this energy. Kiss the feet that you are walking with, because they have kept you moving forward through the guidance that you might not even realize is coming through for you. But it is time to balance this energy, move towards harmonious balance, as within, so without. 1212, as I said that, which is an angel number of you are shining light into this world already. And it is time to see from your own perspective and guidance forward from within and from what you're tuning into. I'm hearing look out for synchronicities, that who you are, what you are, how you're moving forward through this life, how you're connecting to the grand plan, and this beautiful energy of harmony and balance is shining a light. Is as your bright heart shines, so does it ignite the light within other hearts around you. Whoa. That is a message. So, let's see what this other oracle deck has to say about other energetic themes coming through. Ooh, beautiful. And like also again, harmony and balance and positive outcomes for everybody. Because we have prosperity begins with this. Like literally like abundance and sweetness falling from the sky. Prosperity begins. This is physical prosperity. This would be like the Ace of Pentacles in traditional tarot. That we build together in harmonious relationships that are balanced and full of integrity for win-win outcomes. Right? This is that energy of when we cultivate gifts physically, healing physically, relations that are balanced and true, relating to our gifts, our passions, our hobbies, our inspiration, the energies that are at play in a state of balance and integrity and harmony, we cultivate and we grow that seed of prosperity together. And this is the lunation, Libra full moon, where it all begins. I'm hearing, don't give up on your dreams. Don't you dare give up on your dreams. This is where the prosperity begins. If you've been working your hard, right? Spirit is coming through. You have paid your dues and now you're taking your clues from the guidance. Knowing that, look at this, knowing that you are being guided towards prosperity beginning for you with this full moon. So release what you need to receive everything you deserve. Holy smoke, Spirit. Talk about being tickled pink and coming through with all the messages. All right, let's go into a couple tarot cards to see, and I'm sorry if this is like, if I'm like high speed talking right now. I feel so alight myself with energy and passion and this humility and guidance and this divine balance. I'm all about 1515, as I said, that, which is 6-6, which is the energy of harmony. But I am all about win-win outcomes, you know? It doesn't have to be all me, all you. It doesn't have to be all them or all us. It is all about the balance of we all win together. All right. Okay. So, let's get one more card. Because 3 are here, or 2. Actually, let's see here. Let's get one more. Spirit. I'm just going to take the one on top. Oof, okay. Let's get a clarifier for that. Okay. So, what is being manifested right now? Right? Released to be received. The Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begin. These are the same card, but in 2 different formats. You planted the seed that you had, and now it is coming to harvest. This Ace of Pentacles has a 4-step manifestation formula within the writing of the book, which I love to share, which says visualize, attract, prioritize, act. You visualize it, right? You call upon those beautiful energies within your mind that feel balanced. The humility of the grand plan in your tiny human life that is massively expansive, that is in your own hands and power. And then you call in those energies and you visualize, attract by tuning into those energies, and then you'll have those visions, those ideas, those inspirations come through for you. And then you prioritize them by doing them first, and then you simply act upon them. This says you already have the seed of the prosperity beginning in hand. You already have the guidance forward for this energy. So now you just need to know how to maintain the soil in which this seed is planted in, and also how to nourish it, water it, so that it produces the desired result for you, right? So it produces the win-win outcome for you. Literally, prosperity, abundance, health, wealth, physical resources, material gains coming through for us. Again, prosperity begins. That is what is being released to be received through these energies with the Libra full moon, the pink moon on April 1st. What is being transmuted, and can I say hallelujah that this is being transmuted, is the 9 of Swords. Let's all take a deep breath in, and then a sigh of relief. Any type of anxiety, stress, sleeplessness, any type of lack of balance that you've been feeling, any type of worry that you've been experiencing, any type of looming illusion that you've been faced with is being transmuted in this full moon. Harmony is being restored. Integrity is coming back. Balance is being shifted karmically with this lunation. So you won't feel like you're out in the cold with nothing to support yourself. You won't feel like your thoughts are your worst enemy anymore, because you are tuning in to the higher power. And Libra is an air sign, which is all about the mind, which is also the swords. So this is being transmuted, this is being aligned, this is literally being swept away as illusions become clear, worries dissolve, anxieties are put to rest, I'm hearing, with this energy, because we're tuning in to the humility, because we're tuning in to the guidance. And when there is guidance, this is what happens. When you tune into the guidance, you clear it, you leave it in the past, you walk away from it. This energy, which looks a lot like this energy, is left behind. I'm hearing in the old cycle. What is being manifested is new opportunities, is expansion, is enterprise. The Three of Wands is literally like getting your feet wet in a new water. This is realizing, oh wait, I actually have everything I need. I actually have what I need in hand already. I actually have the prosperity in hand already. I actually have the guidance literally in hand already to move forward, to get my feet wet, to explore, to expand, to be adventurous, to catch the big wave, it says within this literal card, where it mentions that this is a big wave of within your passions, your jobs, your careers, your inspiration. This could be a big new wave of a relationship coming through for you within the next 2 weeks, whether that's a new friendship, a new romantic relationship or partnership, a deepening of your relationships with your family and your colleagues, with yourself, the relations, right? Libra is all about relations. This is that new wave, new energy of relationships coming through because you, again, took the guidance. And now you're tuning in to that win-win outcome. I'm hearing she is about to sail the seas of the win-win outcome. And so are you, because you're taking that guidance from within yourself in balance with the guidance that you're receiving from Spirit and the universe. And then what is being manifested, and this, it's interesting because this feels like it needs further explanation, because what is being manifested through all this is the Eight of Cups, which might be like, oh, do we want to manifest that? But we do, because when you tune in to this energy and this energy, when you tune into these energies and you tune into a win-win outcome that ends old cycles, and the Eight of Cups is the ending of an old cycle. It is walking away, being so thoroughly finished with that old cycle that I mentioned that you don't even need to see it sink into oblivion, right? Because this is like seeing the grand plan. This is seeing the grand plan. This is being like, you're so finished with what was that you're just fine with letting it sink into the waters of your past, letting those old emotions burn to dust. You trust in the guidance that you're receiving to walk away into a new future, into the new horizon, into the prosperity that is beginning to you, into the new wave that is coming through for you of energy, of resources. And that is truly, I'm hearing, what is here for you. Because you understand that is that. And I actually have a personal analogy I'm going to share with the Eight of Cups, because it can be releasing old relationships that aren't working for you if they're in balance. It could be clearing out old mindsets, old states of being, old emotional programming and patterns that aren't working for you. And the personal analogy that I just recently experienced, literally like less than a week ago, that I just like tuned into it and then immediately it clicked in for me. And I started living it. I started embodying it. I took the guidance and I moved forward with it, was that when you And if this doesn't resonate for you, please use your own discernment and intuition, your own guidance and balance to decide if this is resonating for you or not. But what I tuned into in my own personal experience recently is that when you are constantly comparing yourself to the versions of who you were in the past, oh, me back then would never do what I'm doing now, whether that's a positive energy or a negative energy. For me, it was quite positive. But even in that state, when you're being like, oh, past me would never think to do what present me is doing, you're still comparing yourself to that old self and keeping yourself in the old energy. When you compare who you were in the past to who you are now, you are still locking yourself into that imbalance of the old energy, as opposed to just letting that past version of you dissolve, be released, and then integrate into you in wholeness. And we do this to other people in our lives and other energies. Oh, money, relationships, hobbies, activities, friendships, lovers. We do this to everything. We are always in a constant state of comparison. But by doing that, we keep ourselves in the old energy. And so we must let this energy dissolve and sink into the past. Be released fully, trusting that as we release it, as we stop comparing ourselves, the balance will be restored. The new wave of energy will come through and will be brought into balanced wholeness and integrity of ourselves, and our relationships with life will be more harmonized and full of more integrity as well. So know that during this Libra full moon, as you tune into this win-win outcome, as you tune into the literal prosperity that is beginning for you, know that you are being guided. Right? Look at this. Know that you are being guided forward through everything. From your own heart that's shining, that allows other people's hearts to shine, which is a win-win outcome, through prosperity for yourself, which turns into prosperity for others. Inner prosperity breeds outer prosperity, which is balanced and a win-win outcome. So as you tune into your internal guidance, paired with the guidance of spirit and the universe, you are, I'm hearing, the ambassador of the win-win outcome, the ambassador of the balance, the ambassador of the integrity and the harmony in which you might be seeking. And that is truly what helps to release the comparison of the past versions of ourselves and the people energies in our lives, and bring us into the wholeness of the present moment and the prosperity that is awaiting to be manifested through this lunation. Whew, this was a little bit of a long one. Thank you so much if you lasted through the whole 28 minutes. If you did, comment, I am ready for prosperity to begin. Or give this reading a like, give this channel of mine a subscribe if you want to become a birdie in the nest of guidance and see what other high vibe, inspirational, motivating, high-powered readings I happen to channel through my own vessel, as within, so without, and I will see you in my next intuitive tarot reading. Happy Libra full moon, friends.